Hey guys, so I want to talk to you a little bit about my training schedule. I haven't been riding that much. I haven't been doing weekday rides like I'd like to, but I have been doing a lot of weekday weight training. And one thing I've always kind of seasoned trained was my legs, and I used to only train them really consistently during the winter when for sure I wasn't going to ride, because I don't want to go outside on those cold rides. I do them sometimes. You've seen the snow ride. I've done several cold rides, but it's not something that I aim for. I aim for fair weather riding. And the point I want to make is, if you're leg training, what are you doing right after your leg training to kind of add to it? So what I do when I'm just cycle training is I work intervals into my routine. So some days are an easy ride, and then some days I do some like hill sprint intervals to just peak myself out. And I'm told you about him before. I'll tell you about him again. It's Dr. Peter Attier, and he literally talks about, you know, keeping your VO2 max as high as possible for as long as possible, and doing all this type of training to keep your endurance and strength. It's really about strength, stability, and endurance. And when you lose one of those legs on a three-legged stool, you know what happens. And having all that together is the secret of staying healthier and lively and active longer. And I can't put it any other way. So as you decline, you do find yourself able to do less and less. But is that because of inactivity too soon in life and succumbing to, hey, I'm getting older, I'm just not gonna, I should just do long walks with my dog right now? And you guys know I've done that, and I believe that you could do just walking, water, and rest properly, those three fundamental things. If you did those very consistently, and I'm talking long walks, of course, that it would add a lot to your life. But I want to talk more about the leg training and the cycling. So last week I did leg training, and I try to do my leg training days on a Monday or a Tuesday. I mean, on a Tuesday or a Wednesday. Monday is usually the Monday after a long ride or a significant ride. So I want to have, I'll just do upper body on Monday and then legs on Tuesday or Wednesday. And I do some very fundamental stuff. And I'll make a video of the gym, but I don't know, I should just show it to you in my backyard. I do have gym equipment, and I do some unusual things that are more towards stability, but still have a lot of strength, like holding the bar over my head and doing lunges. So I get a light barbell or some light dumbbells, hold them over my head and lunge. And the balance into lunges and the balance into keeping that over your head, the extra core workout it does to your core is very significant. And it's not about going super heavy, but it's going about doing it proper position and proper technique. That's really what it's more about. And as you fatigue, of course, you get sloppy, but try to, you know, work on them. And those are one of the ones I really love, especially for cycling. Another one is, well, I always do leg press, and that's a little more controlled on a leg press machine. but I want to make sure you guys are doing the leg press and getting all the way into that fetal position, getting your legs all the way back. Now obviously you don't do that when you're going super heavy, but I find at my age there's no reason to fill that machine up with plates and move it 4 inches. I don't really see the point. Just maybe see if you could hold that much weight for a second. I'm not sure, but I see them in moving it about 4 inches or 5 inches, maybe some of them do moving it 6 inches. And those in Europe with the metric, it means they're only moving it like the whole leg press slider 10 meters, maybe 8 meters down there. And sometimes they're doing longer, but seriously, that's very when you're talking about, especially if you have long legs, it's even more significant. If you have short legs, obviously the mechanics of your short legs, and I do have short legs, so that helps me. I can get the machine all the way back to the base and back up. But I think that grit, grunt, push you have to do to get it from the very base is important for some stretching in your tendons, that I don't get those stretches and that much work on my tendons when I'm cycling. I've 170 cranks. Yes, I could. I'll show you guys what I'm doing in the future, but I have gone a little bit lower in size anyway. But I have, you know, obviously my bikes are set up to be comfortable for me, and that kind of ties into making sure my workouts are going to keep that comfort. I do a lot of planks. I do some planks where I knee up and cross over and stuff like that, or I planks and I put my arm through and over and out. So I do a lot of core stability type exercises, which I think saves my back for these long rides. I could go on and on. One exercise I particularly love, or two exercises, are the step ups. So that's just holding some dumbbells or a barbell and stepping up to 18-inch block or 24-inch block, whatever you prefer. Some people just step up to a bench. I prefer a block, and I've made blocks at my house. I have blocks at my house, and it's a nice addition to your workout that you could do in between just squats, and your squats could be just body weight squats. So when you combine the two, it becomes super intense. So things like that, you guys. The other thing is the farmer walks. So do a farmer walk. Really work on your posture and core, keeping your body upright, keeping your neck straight, marching like a soldier with those dumbbells. And you don't have to go extremely heavy, but you should, if you weigh 150, you should be able to get close to your body weight. And do that for a short walk, but then go down from there and maybe 10% less than your body weight. Go a bit longer walk. 20%, go a longer walk. And those things are significant to do that and keep your strength and agility, and making sure that you will basically be healthier longer. I can't put it any more concrete than that. So thanks guys for watching. I appreciate you listening to my channel and me jabber while I'm riding my ride. Thanks.